Roll. 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 Wow. Wow. Wow.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the lights turn bright, both squads ready to go at it live from Claflin, Kansas. It's the Redskins and the Oilers next on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week.
Have won the toss.
We welcome you into the booth. I'm Eli Blankenship, and for the rest of my crew, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's Tiger Media Network Area Game of the Week. Should be a good one, folks. The Central Plains Oilers are ready to go at it against another district foe in the Little River Redskins. The Tribe and the Oilers, both squads looking for a deep playoff run this season. Both of these teams are teams to be feared. Central Plains' only loss this season comes to Victoria, to the Knights, and they are a very talented squad. They'll certainly give the Redskins a run for their money here this evening on their home turf in Claflin, Kansas. 2 minutes till kickoff. The officials convening on the Central Plains O in the middle of the field. Very reminiscent to the Oregon O for Oilers. The Oilers in their dark green uniforms with white lettering and accents, and then kind of black helmets, and it looks like maybe even a black shoulder section. And then the Little River Redskins on the other side of the field are wearing their white with red pants, red accents on the shoulders. So both of these teams very well dressed this evening and ready to go at it here in Week 7 action. This is where things get real in district. Right past the line of scrimmage, a nice gain. Right past the line of scrimmage, a nice gain for Richard Stroud, the senior running for the Oilers, a 5-yard gain to start the drive.
Gain of about 5, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 to go for the Oilers. Kreitz takes the field once again. Meets with his huddle. They break their huddle. I formation for Central Plains. Under center, Kreitz. Handoff once again. This time it goes to Isaac Herida. And this time it goes to Isaac Herida, who is met hard right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage, that is. A tackle for loss, and that brings up 3rd and medium for the Oilers. Third and 5. Empty backfield. Shotgun formation for Kreitz. 3 receivers to the right. In trouble, steps through the pocket, finds a man. Complete, diving through and picking up skin football. How did the Tribe recover that one? Holy cow. A big change of momentum, and the first turnover of the game is forced by the Redskins. So now Little River takes over. 10:07 left to play here in the first quarter. Redskins with the football in their own territory. Just past the 30-yard line. Under center, hands it off and is met with force by the Oilers defense.
Look on the, Garrison on the carry.
Jaron Garrison, the 187-pound junior on the carry there for the Redskins. Looks like he may have lost a yard on the play, brings up 2nd and long. 9:35 left to play here in the first quarter. Pistol set. Quick throw out to the flat is incomplete. Intended receiver, number 5, Logan Schubert, to connect with his receiver. It was the right idea. He knew exactly where he was going with the football. Didn't even need to read the rest of the field. Trying to set up that screen pass and led him a little bit too much there on that play. That brings up a 3rd and long, and if they want to make anything of this turnover, they've got to pick up some yardage here. The Tribe comes set. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. A man to his left in the backfield. Conan, shotgun formation. Sends Schubert in motion. Play action. First down, Redskins. A beautiful pickup for Logan Schubert. Extends the drive for the Redskins. Crucial yardage at a crucial point of the first quarter after forcing a big turnover. They make the most of it and extend their drive. I formation. Conan under center. Pitches it out to the right. RPO. Makes a man miss. Makes another one miss on the juke. Schubert still on his feet and brought down past the first down marker. Flags all over the field. Redskins, I would imagine this one will be holding. And the hold is there for the Redskins. They'll be pushed back a pretty sizable amount of yards there. What could have been a first down turns into a penalty.
There are 2 holding penalties.
It looks like there were 2 holding penalties and then also a face mask.
One was declined, the other accepted.
Looks like there was a hold and then a face mask. The face mask being a personal foul for more penalty yardage. Of course, the Oilers will accept that one. That'll push the Redskins pretty deep into their own territory. Ball on their own 34. 2 receivers to the left. Drops back to throw it. Fires it across the middle. It's caught. Stripped down. The 175-pound senior and receiver for the Redskins. A little bit of the Oilers look to make another stop here. 2nd and 20 play there. That brings up 3rd and long for the Redskins. Caused him to miss the snap. Motion. Garrison with a blocker in front of him makes a man miss, breaking to the outside, still on his feet. Another man misses. Touchdown Redskins! Little River opens the scoring in a district rivalry. They lead it 6-0 here in the first quarter. Jaron Garrison, off the check down pass, was able to go the distance for the Redskins. A 40-yard plus touchdown run for him. Pitches it out to Garrison. Garrison points for the Redskins in what was a very explosive check down pass that turned into a touchdown. Excellent vision there from Jackson Conan to recognize the pressure was there, and instead of trying to scramble or throw the ball away, he makes that check down pass to Garrison. And Garrison bounced off a couple guys and was able to break home free all the way to the house. And this game certainly well within reach for both teams. Still a lot of football left to play, but boy, you got to think the Redskins are feeling good. Again, for the 2nd time tonight, the Redskins will get ready to kick things off. They break their huddle, and for the Oilers, and the kick is secured right on their own 15-yard line. That's where the Oilers will take over.
Instead of Monday, beginning at 4 o'clock.
The Redskins, Kreitz, 6'2 junior in the shotgun formation. Brock Klima in the backfield with him. Sends a man in motion. Handoff to Klima. Klima, very minimal gain, stopped right at the line of scrimmage by the Redskins. .6:10 left to play here in the first quarter. The Oilers break their huddle. Empty backfield, 3 receivers out to the left. Kreitz drops back to throw it, hurls one downfield, complete! Oh my goodness, Richard Stroud comes up with a big snag. The 5'9 senior displaying his speed downfield and coming up with a big grab for the Oilers. Fresh set of downs deep into Redskins territory. They're on the 14-yard line of Little River's side of the field. Kreitz, man in the backfield with him, breaks a tackle and brought down. Brock Klima picks up about 4 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down.
Gain of about 4, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 5:15 left to play here in the first quarter. I formation. Kreitz pitches it out to Robinson. Robinson is
on the carry, run out of bounds.
drug out of bounds. Brings up 3rd down, a pretty small gain on that play. Looks like maybe a yard or 2 picked up. Brings up 3rd and medium.
Gain on the play, 3rd and a long 5.
5 yards to the first down marker. 5:02 left to play here in the first quarter. Oilers looking for an answer after a very electric first drive for the Little River Redskins. 3 receivers to the left, dropping back to throw it is Kreitz. Kreitz under pressure, drops into the pocket, finds his man, touchdown Oilers. Rylan Simonson. The 6'1" senior punches it in for 6, and we've got a tie ball game here in 2-point conversion. Towards the shoulder and 6. Skipping punt off the grass, takes a weird bounce, and it's scooped up by the Redskins. Stepping out of bounds was Jake White, the 170-pound freshman. A flag on the play on the Redskins side of the field. I wonder if this one might be coming.
Illegal block in the back against the
Illegal block in the back goes on the Redskins. They'll be pushed back quite a ways to start the drive. So they start with the ball on their own.
The Redskins, they'll have the ball 1st and 10.
18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for this one. 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for this one. I formation. Conan under center. Formation. Conan under center. A very powerful one at that. Gives him some extra yardage before he's pushed out of bounds. A pretty nice gain, but a flag in the middle of the field, and I wonder if this one might be coming back. And it looks like it is. The Redskins are called for holding. So back-to-back penalties push them back quite a ways here at the start. In the first quarter of play in their second drive. That'll be costly for Little River. Been in effect.
11-yard line. First and about 17.
1st and 17 for the Redskins. Shotgun formation. Conan drops back to throw it. Finds his man in the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Intended receiver, number 24, Ty Jeanette.
Knocked away by Simpson. 2nd and 17.
Excellent. Little personnel change here for the Redskins. 2nd and 17. 4:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Senior night here in Central Plains High School. Shotgun formation for Conan. Stepping back to throw it. Hurling one downfield. Does he have his man? Yes, he does. Caught by Bristow all the way to the house. Touchdown, Little River. Holy cow. 2 big impact plays for this Redskins football team. The explosiveness of this Little River offense is incredible. 4:02 left to play here in the first quarter. Redskins looking to convert here on the 2-point conversion to make it a 6-point ball game. Shotgun formation. Garrison taking a direct snap, dropping the snap, is taken down well behind the line of scrimmage. A big stand there for the Oilers, keeps this game at a 4-point ball game with 4:02 left to play here in the first quarter. When we come back, the remainder of the first quarter and more on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas. The kick is scooped up and jumped on top of by
Rogers on their return.
Rogers, the freshman,
Goes down at about the 19
who scoops up the football on their own 19. That's where the Oilers will take over. Kreitz in the offense. Handoff up the middle. Met with force, but not before gaining 2 or 3 yards on the play. A nice pickup for Brock Klima.
Van Eaton. Gain of about 3, 2nd and 7.
.330 left to play here in the first quarter. 2nd and 7. Kreitz, shotgun formation, running back to his left in the backfield. 2 receivers to his right. Steps back to throw it, hurls one downfield. Does he have his man? No, sir, he does not. Ewert on the coverage. Had the ball in his hands, but there to knock it away was Richard Stroud, who was downfield to make the catch and was unable to haul it in. The Oilers break their huddle. Shotgun formation, Kreitz, empty backfield, steps back to throw it, under pressure, rolling out to the left. Lots of Redskins trailing him. First down and then some. Stepping out of bounds on a dash away from Brody Kreitz. Picks up adequate yardage for a first down. It'll bring up a handoff up the middle is met right at the line of scrimmage, and very little to no gain on that play for the Oilers. Second and 9. Kreitz One behind him in the backfield. Steps back to throw it under a lot of pressure. Hurls one through the middle of the field. Is incomplete. Brings up third down for the Oilers after a lot of pressure from the Redskins. Apologies for those at home watching the broadcast. We're experiencing some network issues here in Claflin, Kansas. .2:14 left to play here in the first quarter. 3rd and 9. Kreitz sends a couple guys in motion. Empty backfield. Steps back to throw it. Under pressure. Wrapped up and brought down. The football's out. Did Little River recover the football?
On the play, recovered by the Oilers.
They did not. The Oilers picked it up after a nice sack from the Redskins. Kreitz got blown up on that play and had no time to get the football out of his hands. The Oilers' offensive line couldn't stand tall on that play. Oilers will be back to punt it. An end-over-end punt. Drops in right around the 30-yard line. And the Redskins drop back to return it. Staying on his feet. Still running down the field is Schubert. Schubert spins around another guy. Still on his feet. Brought down right on the 25-yard line. And that's where the Redskins will take over. 1st and 10. Ball on the Oilers' 15. 2 in the backfield. Pitches it outside. Staying on his feet, breaking another tackle all the way into the goal line. Touchdown, Jetty Ewart. Little River goes up by 6 more. They take a 10-point lead. Redskins looking to make it a 12-point lead here on the 2-point conversion. .112 left to play here in the first quarter. Shit caught? No, it is not. Incomplete. The lead stays at 10 for the Redskins, 18-8. A big district clash here this week on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. .107 left to play. Handoff up the middle is by the Redskins. The first quarter. To the outside. About 5 yards to go to the first down marker. But before we get to that third down play, it's the end of the first quarter. So we'll step aside for just a moment. When we come back, the second quarter of action. Welcome you back to Central Plains High School. The Oilers in a bit of a sticky situation on their own half of the field. 3rd and 4 in neutral zone infraction. A fresh set of downs on the way for Central Plains.
All sides against the Redskins.
First and 10. Kreitz rolls out to the right, under pressure, fires it across the middle, incomplete. Intended receiver Tegan Shepman, the 5'11". 2nd and 10 for the Oilers. Ball on their own 36. They look to try at least 5 yards on the play. 18 to 8. Skips both handoff. Check down pass to Klima. Skips both handoff. Check down pass to Klima. Klima hauls it. Klima hauls it in and is brought down right at the 25-yard line. A crucial first down for the Oilers.
Picks up enough yardage for an Oiler first down at the Redskins 25-yard line.
First and 10, 11 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. I formation. Kreitz under center. Pitches it out wide to Stroud. Stroud breaking to the outside and is brought out of bounds.
Down by Bodetti.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
Second and 8. Man goes in motion. Play action. Fires it out into the flat. It's caught by Stroud. Stroud with a block in front of him. Ripped down short of the first down marker by about a yard. The Oilers moving with downs. 9:22 left to play here in the second quarter. The Oilers into the red zone looking to find a score here.
At about the 13-yard line.
Apologies, folks. We're having some network issues here in Claflin, Kansas. We're trying our best here to troubleshoot it. I formation. Steps back to throw it. Hurls one into the end zone. Incomplete. Almost had his man in the end zone. Tegan Shepman was almost able to haul that one in. Good coverage from the Redskins secondary to break up that pass. Central Plains still trailing by 10. 8:52 left to play. Kreitz steps back to throw it. Pump fake, runs it himself, up the middle, into the goal line. Touchdown, Central Plains. The Oilers find their way back into the end zone, and they trail by 4 now. The Oilers needed a score, and Brody Kreitz did just that. Two-point conversion. Direct snap to Stroud. Stroud ripped down in the backfield. Two-point conversion is no good. The Redskins lead it by 4.
Score remains Central Plains 14, Little River 18.
The Central Plains Oilers needed a score. They got just that. They get ready to kick things off here in Claflin, Kansas. Once again, it looks like, from the looks of it, our connection's slightly better now with this new solution. So hopefully you folks back home are getting a better broadcast now that we've been able to troubleshoot. Once again, thank you one and all for tuning in to the broadcast. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week, brought to you by myself, Eli Blankenship, and the rest of my crew here from Central Plains. Kick is up. Redskins back to return it. Lots of blockers in front of him, and just in a horde of people was Jake White on the return. He's brought down past the 30-yard line in his own territory. That's where the Redskins will take over. Looks like ball will be spotted right on the 34. That brings up 1st and 10 for Little River. .8:37 left to play here in the second quarter. The Redskins lead it by 4. Shotgun formation. Conan fires it to the outside. It's caught. Pass is hauled in by Tristan Bristow, who's brought down pretty much right on the 40-yard line, and that will bring up 2nd and 4 after a gain of about 6. I formation. Handoff up the middle. And met right about a yard shy of the first down marker. But a nice little pickup there for the Redskins brings up 3rd and short. Third and short for the Oilers. 7:20 left to play here in the second quarter. Redskins line up under center. Play action, steps back to throw it, in motion, caught the football, touchdown Redskins. What a play for Blaine Baldetti. Blaine Baldetti hauls it in for 6. They increase their lead back up to 10. Wow. What a connection from Jackson Conan and Blaine Baldetti. Two-point conversion, looking to make this a 12-point ball game. I formation, Conan under center. Redskins come set. Keeper up the middle is stripped down. Stopped at the goal line, and they lead it by 10 points after an electric score from Blaine Baldetti. The Redskins lead it by 10. We'll take a break. When we come back, the rest of the second quarter of action. welcome you back to Central Plains High School. The Redskins kicking things off. The Oilers scoop it up and are brought down past the 20-yard line.
Brought down by Strecker.
Looks like they will start the drive right around the 24. The Oilers still trailing by 10 points here. 6:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Kreitz with an empty backfield. Sends a man in motion. Flea flicker. Stepping back to throw it. A trick play. Rolling around with his man in the backfield. And excellent coverage from the cornerback Jackson Conan, playing both sides of the football. The intended receiver on that play, Tegan Shepman, who was fighting for his life in the Redskins secondary. Pass is broken up, brings up 2nd and 10. $6:52 left to play. Kreitz, play action, rolling out, firing across the middle, incomplete. Tried to find his go-to man, Tegan Shepman, who's caught pass after pass tonight, and this time it goes incomplete. Back-to-back incomplete passes intended for Tegan Shepman. $6:47 left to play here in the second quarter. 3rd and 10. Oilers pretty deep into their own territory. The ball sits on the 24-yard line. Empty backfield for Kreitz. Sends a receiver in motion. 3 receivers to the near side. Steps back to throw it. Fires it to the outside. Is not hauled in. Almost picked off on the play by the Redskins, Jet Irwit.
We'll bring up 4th and 10 for the Oilers.
Jet Ewert on the coverage on that one. Intended receiver was number 1, Brock Klima, who was unable to haul that one in. That brings up 4th and 10, and we'll likely see a punt here from the Oilers.
Tegan Shepman set the kick for the Oilers. Logan Schubert back deep for the Redskins.
A spiraling punt, drops inbounds, and then curves its way back inbounds, and then curves back out of bounds. What a friendly punt for the Oilers. Looks like the ball will go out right around the 9-yard line.
The Redskins will have it, 1st and 10.
And that's probably one of the best punts I've seen all season. An 8-man football. 6:36 left to play here in the second quarter. Redskins leading at 24-14. I formation for the Redskins. Conan hands it off. Open field. Green grass in front of him. No one even near him. Touchdown, Garrison. Takes it all the way to the house in one play. The first play of the drive for the Redskins results in a touchdown. Holy cow. Jaron Garrison taking it the distance. $6:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Redskins take a commanding lead by 16. Oilers trying to make a stop here on the 2-point conversion. I formation. Hand off.
Two-point conversion is good.
For the two-point conversion.
Jaron Garrison
Score becomes
goes the distance and then converts on the two-point conversion. The Redskins lead it by 18 points. Wow. With that, we'll take a break. When we come back, the remainder of the second quarter and the Oilers' chance to respond here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas. A pooch kick from the Redskins is scooped up by the Oilers and met hard. Just shy of the 25-yard line, past the 20. And a new drive for the Oilers, a chance to put some points on the board. They trail this one by 18. Still a lot of football left to play here in this one. Kreitz under center. Hands it off, up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Brock Klima.
Picks up enough yardage for an Oilers first down at about the 35-yard line.
Brock Klima picking up the first down and then some for the Oilers. 6:05 left to play here in the second quarter. Now 1st and 10. As they move down the field. Ball on their own 35. I formation. Kreitz sends a man in motion. Klima up the middle.
Klima on the carry.
Brought down right around the 39-yard line, a yard shy of midfield.
And White.
Brings up 2nd and medium for Central Plains.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 now for Central Plains. 5:15 left to play here in the second quarter. I formation. Kreitz lines up under center. Handoff. This time it goes to Stroud. Stroud is met hard just past the line of scrimmage. Picks up a couple of yards on the play. That brings up 3rd down.
Brought down by numerous.
Clock dips under 5 minutes. Now 4:50 left to play here in the second quarter. Oilers needing to find a score here before halftime. Kreitz directing traffic. Sends a receiver to the near side, one to the far side as well. Kreitz dropping back in the pocket under pressure, rolls out to the right, still under pressure, fires one downfield. Incomplete.
Kreitz's pass intended for Simpson falls incomplete.
A fadeaway throw from Brody Kreitz falls incomplete, but what a battle it was downfield. The intended receiver on that one, Peyton Doty. Fourth and short. 2 yards to go to the first down marker to extend this drive for the Oilers. Do they go back to the run game here? Kreitz under center. Running back straight behind him in the backfield. A flag flies, and a false start is called on the Oilers. That pushes them back 5 yards. That's going to sting. Now 7 yards to the first down marker. They're going to have to throw the football now.
They bring up 4th and 7 for the Oilers.
Decision time for head coach J.D. Johnson. The punting unit's out on the field. So the Oilers will punt the ball away once again. They take a timeout. We'll take one with them. When we come back, the remainder of the second quarter here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. The punting unit no longer on the field for Central Plains. Kreitz, empty backfield, drops back to throw it. 7 yards to the first down marker. It's batted away. The Redskins secondary once again coming up with a big stop.
By Garrison. Redskins will take over 1st and 10.
Jackson Garrison batting the ball out of bounds and forcing a turnover on downs. The Redskins take over on the Oilers 37. Redskins looking to put on one more score before halftime. I formation. Conan under center. Handoff. This time it goes to Ewert. Ewert all the way to the goal line. Touchdown Redskins. Once again, Jet Ewert. This Redskins offense is explosive. And no one thought this would be the score going into halftime. 38-14, Redskins are leading it. They lead this one by 24. Redskins going for the two-point conversion. Into the goal line for 2 more points. The Redskins go up 40-14. Wow, I am in disbelief. 2 very elite teams in this district. And Little River asserting their dominance here in this one. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got the remainder of the second quarter in just a moment. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week.
Johnson and Robinson.
We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas. Redskins kicking things off. A pooch kick takes a funny bounce. It's scooped up by the Oilers. Diving through the pile of Redskins is Keaton Robinson. He picks up a couple extra yards there on the end of that return. Looks like the Oilers will take over on their own 25.
Brings the ball out to about the 25.
Central Plains really needs a score here before halftime. They've got 3:53 left to play here in the second quarter. They're trailing it by 26. Empty backfield. Kreitz sends a man in motion. Jet sweep. Handoff goes to Klima, who picks up a couple yards off the jet sweep. That brings up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
3:34 left to play here in the second quarter. And the fact that I'm even considering that mercy rule might be in the conversation is just unreal to me. I had no thought in my mind that this one may have had a chance to be a mercy rule. Play action. Kreitz drops back to throw it. Pump fake. Under pressure. Shifting back and forth. Ripped down. Still on his feet and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 25-yard line. A loss of 2 or 3 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and long for the Oilers.
Brought down by Conan.
Excellent defense from the Redskins.
3rd and 10.
Third and 10. 2:20 left to play. I formation. Kreitz under a lot of pressure. Dodges a tackle. Throws the check down pass. It's hauled in and complete right around the 30-yard line, but still well shy of the first down. That brings up 4th and 5 for the Oilers. And now the big question mark is, do you punt the football here with 2 minutes left to play here in the second quarter? Kreitz comes back out onto the field, so I don't think the Oilers will punt this one away. I formation for Central Plains. 2 in the backfield. Kreitz trying to get a hard count here. $1:30 left to play in the second quarter, and timeout called by Central Plains after a failed hard count. 4th and 5 when we come back. The Oilers down big here in the first half of play. Redskins lead it 40-14 on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. It'll be a punt for the Oilers. A spiraling punt. Drops in past the 25-yard line. Scooping it up is the Redskins. A flag flies on the play, and he's brought down into his own end zone. I don't think that'll be a safety, as he'll have forward progress. I think he'll be down right around the 5-yard line, but a late flag flies on that one. I'll be interested to see what the call is here and who's it's against. The white hat makes his way down the field to make the final verdict. Personal foul is a face mask against the Oilers, and that'll push the Redskins a little ways up the field now. Those personal fouls always hurt a team, especially because it pushes you up so many yards. They'll gain 15 yards with that personal foul, and that will put the Redskins, who would have been on the 5-yard line, now on the 20. I formation, Conan under center. Redskins come set. Handoff. Right up the gut, lowering the shoulder. Garrison picking up some yardage. About 7 yards on the play, brings up second down.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3, under a minute left to play now in the second quarter. Handoff once again. Garrison lowering the hit stick, picking up the first down. That chains will move.
Picks up enough yardage for Redskin first down.
1st and 10. 47 seconds left to play now in the second quarter. Clock continues to run. And it looks like the Redskins call timeout.
Timeout, Redskins.
Redskins call timeout. We'll take one with them. The remainder of the first half here in just a moment on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Redskins up big here at the end of the second quarter. 40-14 is the 26-point lead for Little River. 43 seconds left to play here in the first half. Under center is Conan. Steps back to throw it out into the flat. Picking up some yards, staying on his feet and ripped out of bounds after a gain of about 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and medium for the Redskins. The clock will stop. 36 seconds left to play now in the second quarter.
About 5, 2nd and 5.
You've got to wonder, when is the shot coming? Ball on the 36-yard line. Under center, one in the backfield behind him. A receiver to the near side. Stepping back to throw it. Under pressure, rolling out to the left. Brought down! A big sack for the Oilers. Peyton Doty laying down the law.
Back to about the 16-yard line.
25 seconds left to play here. 3rd and 14. The Redskins call timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in just a moment on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. at Central Plains High School. The Oilers come up with a big tackle for loss against the Redskins. That brings up 3rd and long with 25 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Redskins looking to add to their big lead before halftime. I formation. Conan under center. Handoff. Breaks to the outside. Makes a man miss. Flag flies. Has enough for a first down. Will this one come back? A nice gain for Ewert. A face mask called on the Redskins, and that pushes them back another 15 yards. And that brings up 3rd and 29 for the Redskins. 15 seconds on the clock. Here in the second quarter of play.
There's a 3rd and 23.
Correction, that's 3rd and 23 for the Redskins. Ball deep into their own territory. Ball on their own 17. I formation. Handoff goes to Ewert. Ewert bouncing to the outside. Ripped down. Stays in bounds, goes down around the 27-yard line. It'll be 4th and very long for the Redskins. And that will be a timeout called for the Redskins with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it'll be 4th and very long. Time for one more play for the Redskins before the end of the half. That play and more next on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. The Oilers retake the field. They're ready to try and make a stop here on 4th and 13 with 1 second left to play here in the first half. Redskins trying to find the end zone one more time before the clock expires. Shotgun formation for Conan. One receiver to both sides. Snap goes back. Stepping back to throw it, running right up the middle. Shifty footwork, makes a man miss, comes back, and is wrapped up and brought down right around the 35-yard line, and that will conclude the first half of play. We'll have a halftime analysis before the start of the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Redskins lead it 40-14.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity, and at the undergrad level what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for, television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. Orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on-campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies, and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for, television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. Orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on-campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies, and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. Orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
At Fort Hays State University, our tourism and hospitality program offers a variety of enrollment options such as online, on-campus, or a hybrid of the two. As travel and tourism grows into one of the top industries in the world, our program provides you with valuable education and industry experience. With our accelerated 3-year program at an affordable price, you can get your degree in 3. Visit our website today to learn more.
The computer networking students take a variety of IT-related classes that help them get hands-on experience with managing and operating, designing, engineering, repairing, and maintaining computer network systems.
A lot of different organizations have IT and IT needs, and so our students really are well prepared to go out and help users on the network of these different organizations and companies and be able to make sure that they're connected and able to do what they need to do.
So our concentration is focused on cybersecurity. And at the undergrad level, what we're really focused on is getting you the teams for Blue Team. And so we're trying to get you familiar with operating systems, including Windows and Linux. And then we're also going to get you in the networking side of things and focus in on the fundamentals of network security.
This program is preparing students for IA track, which is information assurance, and more hands-on track for technical skills.
So the digital media production and journalism program focuses on producing video, film, and news programming for television, corporate video work, film, streaming media, and more. So we really give everyone a good hands-on approach to learning how to create good stories that are going to engage audiences and do it in a very artistic way.
Our concentration is the web and mobile application development concentration within the informatics degree program. And so I like to say we're all things web. All the services that you use on the web, our students are building, creating, architecting. Orchestrating, quickly tying together all of these experiences. And so what does that entail? What new skills does that require? And so that's what we're trying to add into our program right now to keep this field, what we do here at Fort Hays, relevant for our students.
We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas, home of the Central Plains Oilers. It was a very interesting first half, to say the least, and certainly a very unexpected score here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. On behalf of my crew and myself, Eli Blankenship, thank you one and all for tuning in and watching some Friday Night Lights with me.
After the first half of play, the Redskins with a very dominant lead, 40-14, a 26-point lead for the tribe of Little River, and what was explosive play after explosive play. This Redskins football team is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs, considering how dominant they've been here in this district matchup between two very talented football teams. The halftime clock winds down, and we grow ever closer to 12 more minutes of Friday Night Lights. Oilers received it in the first half, so they'll kick things off here in the second. Pooch kick is scooped up in the backfield for the Redskins, makes a man miss, one more to beat. He's wrapped up and brought down at the 20. An explosive play to start the second half. Easton Woolhouse with a big gain to start the second half. 8 seconds into play here in the second half, and the Redskins are already on the Oilers' 19-yard line. $11:52 to play here in the third quarter. I formation for the Redskins. Under center is Conan. Keeper bounces to the outside, tripped up and brought down after a gain of about 6 yards or so on the play.
Gain of about 5, second and 5.
5-yard gain, they call it. 2nd and 5 for the Redskins. Ball on the Oilers' 14. I formation once again. Conan under center. Handoff. This time it goes to Ewart. Ewart breaking through, pumping the legs, and brought down past the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 1st and goal for the Redskins. And so far, this Redskins offense has been very productive. Clock continues to run, 10:53 left to play here in the third quarter. First and goal. 3 yards to the goal line. This time under center is Conan. And a false start is called on the Redskins. That time it'll go on Blaine Baldetti. That pushes back the Redskins 5 more yards. That brings up 10 yards to the goal line now. First and 10 once again for Little River. .25 left to play in the third quarter. Conan under center. One in the backfield behind him. Handoff goes to Garrison. Garrison bounces to the outside. Does he have enough? He stopped just short of the goal line. Garrison with an explosive run to the outside, bounced off a blocker, and it looks like he's about 2 yards shy of the goal line. Second and goal for the Redskins. .40 left to play here in the third quarter. Redskins with the possibility of forcing a mercy rule here. They lead it by 26. Under center's Conan. Handoff to Garrison. Goal line. Touchdown, Redskins. And this has been a complete shocker here in Claflin, Kansas. The Redskins lead it 46-14 now. They take a 32-point lead in what I was fully expecting to be a very close football game. I formation, Conan under center. They go for the 2-point try. Handoff. Garrison is short of the goal line. They make the 2-point conversion stop. And the lead will stay at 32 points. Both teams go back to their respective sides. We'll take a break. When we come back, the remainder of the third quarter here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. We welcome you back to Central Plains High School, home of the Oilers. The Redskins get ready to kick things off for Little River. A pooch kick jumped on top of by the Oilers, and they'll take over right around their own 26-yard line. That's where they'll start their drive. They've got to figure something out on offense here in this second half, because it seems like the Redskins are not going to stop anytime soon. The Oilers trail by 32 points on the brink of a mercy rule, which would be the first time that's happened to them this season. 9:21 left to play in the third quarter. Handoff is the first play of the drive. It goes to Klima. Picks up about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 for the Oilers. And so far, the run game has really been the primary source of offense for the Oilers. The pass game has been really almost completely smothered by this Redskins defense. Their secondary has really been quite elite. Looks like this will be a pass play. Two receivers to both sides. Kreitz drops back to throw it under a lot of pressure. Across the middle is broken up. Batted away by Jaron Garrison. Excellent job for him to jump out of zone coverage there in the middle of the field and bat that pass away. That brings up 3rd and long for the Oilers. They've got to get something going to avoid a turnover. And you've got to think if they don't score on this drive that they may lose all hope. Kreitz drops back to throw it. Check down pass to Klima. Klima breaks a tackle, makes another man miss. One more, makes him miss, and then brought down just short of the 15-yard line. A very big gain for the Oilers. The Oilers are in business deep into Redskin territory. Ball on the Redskins 16. The Oilers showing signs of hope here in their first drive of the third quarter. $8:15 left to play here in the third quarter. A run right up the middle. Robinson is stopped after a gain of about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 8, 7:45 left to play in the third quarter. Shotgun formation for Kreitz. Sends Stroud in motion. Play action. Dumps it down to Stroud. Stroud with a blocker in front of him is brought down inside the 10-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards or so on the play. Brings up 3rd and manageable for the Oilers.
Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Oilers.
3 yards to the first down marker. This is certainly 4-down territory. So they've got 2 plays to pick up the first down. With the ball on the Redskin 9. Under center is Kreitz. Handoff. Goes to Klima. Klima is wrapped up and brought down right at the line of scrimmage, if not behind it.
Most of the Redskins.
And a barrage of Redskins met Klima pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. That brings up 4th and 2. Looks like they spot him a yard on the play. $6:30 left to play here in the the third quarter. 4th and 2. I formation. Kreitz with 2 right behind him in the backfield. Snap goes back to the Oilers. Rolling out, takes it himself, keeper to the outside. Does he have enough? Makes a man miss. He's got a first down. A fresh set of downs for Central Plains. Kreitz comes up about a yard or 2 shy of the goal line.
Picks up a first down, 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the Oilers. This one a very crucial drive for the Oilers if they want to stay in this one. Under center. Man behind him in the backfield. Handoff. Touchdown, Central Plains. The Oilers cut the lead down to 26. They look to make it 24 here with this 2-point conversion. Two-point conversion, I formation. Kreitz under center, fakes the handoff, looks to throw it, under pressure, fires it in the end zone. It's knocked away. Pass falls incomplete. Redskins lead it by 26, 46-20, with 5:39 left to play here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas. Central Plains getting ready to kick things off back to the Redskins after their score. Pooch kick goes back and scooped up by the Redskins. Ripped down by his face mask. That will certainly be a personal foul. Easton Woolheltz on the return for the Redskins. He gets the ball right around the 30-yard line. They'll be pushed up quite a bit of yards after that face mask, as that is a personal foul. I think that may even put them past midfield. The official steps things off. And the penalty will put the Oilers right down to the 36-yard line in Oilers territory. So they make it past midfield, and the Redskins are now in Central Plains territory. I formation, Conan under center. Handoff. Sneaks his way through the offensive line, wrapped up and brought down past the 20-yard line. Jaron Garrison with a big carry for the Redskins. Garrison is just so explosive when he gets the ball in his hands. Right there, prime example of why this Redskins team is so far ahead of this Oilers team scoring-wise. This Little River run game has just been unstoppable. Conan under center. Redskins come set. Handoff. Goes to Garrison. Garrison breaks a tackle. Wrapped up and brought down right around the 5-yard line. Looks like he might be just short of the first down marker. That brings up second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Redskins.
2nd and 1. 4:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Redskins leading at 46-20. Conan under center. Takes the snap. Handoff goes to Garrison. Garrison bounces off of his teammate, who was there to make the block, and he's stopped right around the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 1st and goal for the Redskins. 4:15, the clock continues to run. Third quarter of action here from Central Plains, Kansas. Conan lines up under center. Same set as last time. Keeper pitches it out and into the goal line. Schubert punches it in for 6 more. The Redskins continue to answer the Oilers' call. Little River leading at 52-20. And they're going to go for the 2-point try here to try and make it a 34-point lead. I formation. Coden under center. Keeper to the outside and easily into the goal line. The two-point conversion is good for the Redskins. The Redskins go up 2 more points. They lead it 54-20 here with 3:49 left to play in the third quarter. When we come back, the remainder of the third quarter of action on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. It really adds to the charm of this field and of this high school and these athletic facilities. It really, truly is a very nice venue here for Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. The kick is a little bit short. It's almost like the Redskins were trying to recover an onside kick there on that play. And so it doesn't pass the line to be considered an onside kick, so they'll be pushed back a little bit. And so the Oilers will start with the football on the Redskins 30. Run right up the middle, breaks a tackle, brought down at his ankles, but not before picking up at least 9 yards on the play. On the carry is Brock Klima.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 after a gain of 9 from Klima. Oilers trying to claw their way back into this one. 3:20 left to play here in the third quarter. Pitch goes outside. This time it's Stroud. Stroud on the carry. Picks up enough for the first down. The chains will move. 1st and 10 for the Oilers. Kreitz, shotgun formation. RPO, pitching it out to his running back, Klima, who's brought down in the backfield. Tackle for loss from the Redskins. Flag on the play is thrown right around the line of scrimmage into the trenches. Holding goes on the Oilers, and that'll push them back a little ways. Assuming the penalty is accepted, I would imagine it will be. So the holding against the Oilers is declined. That brings up 2nd and 14 to the first down marker for the Oilers after a big tackle for loss from the Redskins. 3 receivers to the near side. Dropping back to throw it is Kreitz. Kreitz with lots of time, rolls out of the pocket. Still looking for his man. Keeps it himself, shimmying his shoulders and ripped down. Garrison on the tackle brings up 3rd and very long for the Oilers. Oilers pick up a couple of yards on the play. That brings up 3rd and 12. 2:05 left in play here in the third quarter. Clock continues to tick. Kreitz, shotgun formation, steps back to throw it, fires it to the outside, it's caught. Stroud picks up the catch, still on his feet, and brought down about a yard shy of the first down marker. The Oilers live to fight another play, 4th and short now for Central Plains.
Brings up 4th and about 3.
3 yards to the first down marker. Oilers needing a big first down. .142 left to play here in the third quarter. I formation. Kreitz lines up under center. Pitches it out to Stroud. Stroud with room to run. Can he get into the goal line? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Central Plains. A crucial touchdown for the Oilers. Puts them up by 6 more points. They trail now by 28. Central Plains showing signs of life here in the second half. 1:36 left to play in the third quarter. They line up for the 2-point conversion. Snap goes back to Stroud, a direct snap. And illegal procedure will go against the Oilers, a false start. Will push them back some yardage. And that'll make this 2-point conversion a little bit more tricky for Central Plains. They're going to have to go deeper into the playbook to convert here on the 2-point conversion. Oilers trailing by 28. They look to cut down the lead to 26. Kreitz, shotgun formation. Steps back to throw it, under pressure, rolling out to the right. Check down pass, complete, making a man miss and brought down. The 2-point conversion is no good after the check down pass to Keaton Robinson. Oilers still trailing by 28 points. Redskins lead at 54-26 with 1:36 left to play here in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. We welcome you back to Central Plains High School, home of the Oilers. They come off of a score there. A nice job from Stroud to stretch his way into the goal line for 6 more points. Brings the deficit down to 28. Redskins back to pick it up. A big hit from the Oilers. The Redskins will start their drive right around the 30-yard line. 1:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Redskins offense so far been very productive. The Redskins line up on the gorgeous field of Central Plains High School. I formation. Conan handing it off. This time the handoff goes to number 5, Logan Schubert, who is met pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like maybe a gain of a yard on the play. That brings up 2nd and 9 for the Redskins.
2nd and 9.
9 yards to the stick. 45 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Redskins line up on the ball. I formation once again. Conan under center. Keeper to the outside, bouncing off a blocker and brought down after a gain of about 5 on the play. Now 3rd and about 4 yards to go for the Redskins.
Again on the play, 3rd and 4 for the Redskins.
And so far on this first set of downs for the Redskins, the Oilers' defense has looked very good so far on this set of downs. That'll do it for the third quarter of play. The clock hits 0. We've got 12 more minutes of Friday Night Lights coming up next on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Back here in Claflin, Kansas, 12 more minutes of Friday Night Lights. The Oilers and the Redskins going head-to-head in a district matchup. 3rd and 4. Oilers need a stop. Under center is Conan, I formation for the Redskins. Handoff. Goes to Ewert. Ewert bouncing to the outside. Still on his feet and brought out of bounds. Big first down for the Redskins. What made all the difference there was the yards after contact. He was able to take a hit, stay on his feet, and make his way all the way down into Oiler territory. The Redskins now with the ball on the Oilers 16. I formation once again. Conan under center. Play action, rolling out to the right. Fires one into the end zone, taking a shot. Touchdown, Redskins. Caught by Ty Jeanette. The senior receiver hauling it in for 6. And ever since that first turnover forced by the Redskins, Little River has not taken their foot off the gas pedal. They lead it 60-26. The 2-point try. Keeper right through the defensive line and in for 2 more points. Jackson Conan punches it in for 2 more. The Redskins take a 62-26 lead. When we come back, the remainder of the 4th quarter of play. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Redskins kicking things off, a pooch kick. Takes a funny bounce. Scooped up by the Oilers. Richard Stroud on the return. Brought down just past the 20-yard line, and that's where the Oilers will take over.
Stricker for the Redskins. Brings the ball out to about the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Oilers.
The Oilers offense marched back out onto the field. Dropping back to throw it under a lot of pressure. He's sacked.
Right, back in the backfield.
Kreitz taken down.
Jeanette on the sack.
Clock continues to run after a big loss from the sack. Ball now sitting on the Oilers' 14-yard line. 2nd and 18 now for Central Plains. A long ways to the stick. Kreitz, shotgun formation. A receiver to both sides. Under pressure. Takes a hit. Throws it into the ground. And I think that's got to be intentional grounding on that play unless they call him down. Holy cow. I mean, what a hit. Laying on the hit stick was the Redskins, and that is their defense with back-to-back big hits on this Oilers offense. And Kreitz has taken 2 pretty hard shots. The offensive line has got to protect their quarterback. 3rd and very long. Handoff up the middle, breaks a tackle, and wrapped up and brought down around the 22-yard line. Brock Klima on the carry for the Oilers.
4th and 10 for the Oilers.
.09 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 4th and 10, and the Oilers have got to pick up a first down to extend this drive. They really are in no position to be punting the football with as big a deficit as they have. Shotgun formation. Kreitz sends a man in motion. Play action, fires to the outside, caught by Stroud. Stroud is well short of the first down. Redskins take over, turnover on downs, and the Redskins will pick up the football deep into Oilers territory right around the 25-yard line.
Redskins will take over on downs at the Oilers 25-yard line.
Redskins now just 9 points away from putting the mercy rule into effect. Conan, I formation, lines up under center. Handoff, wrapped up and brought down just past the line of scrimmage. The Oilers read that play to a T. I believe on the carry was Ewert. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. .9:05 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Redskins take to the line. Under center is Conan. Handoff, right up the middle, breaks the tackle, makes another man miss, all the way to the goal line. Jaron Garrison. The shifty running back of the Redskins. The Redskins take a 42-point lead. Now just a field goal away from employing that mercy rule. I formation. They line up for the 2-point conversion. Pitches it off and no good. Stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. So after the score from Garrison, the Redskins lead it 68-26 here on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. Don't go anywhere. We've got the remainder of the fourth quarter here in just a moment. We welcome you back to Central Plains High School. Redskins getting ready to kick things off. You can see on that far sideline all of them holding their helmets into the air. Kick is scooped up by the Oilers and wrapped up and brought down by the Redskins. Brock Klima on the return for the Oilers. They'll be spotted right around their own 26-yard line or so. That's where Kreitz and the offense will march on the field for what could be the last time if they don't make a score here. Kreitz under center. Handoff. First play of the drive goes to Klima. Klima, the very minimal gain, picks up about a yard or two on the play. Brings up 2nd down for the Oilers. You heard me mention earlier how gorgeous this field is. This is such a nice venue here in Claflin, Kansas. The dirt track along with the well-maintained field just makes this really a perfect venue for football, especially here on a crisp fall evening. Makes for a perfect Friday Night Lights atmosphere. I formation. Kreitz, handoff. Goes to Stroud. Stroud wrapped up and brought down right in the middle of the field. Brings up 3rd and medium for the Oilers. A gain of about 4 or 5 yards on the play. 4 yards to the stick for the Oilers. To the first down by just a hair. Robinson on the carry for the Oilers. And I think he's going to be maybe a yard shy on the play. It'll be 4th and maybe a yard. Looks like 4th and, yeah, about a yard to go. And the Oilers need a first down here to keep this game alive. If not everyone gets the memo on the count, some miscommunication can happen and bring up a false start. That'll bring up a 5-yard penalty, so 4th and 5 makes this first down even more difficult to reach here for Kreitz. Shotgun formation, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side. Kreitz stepping back to throw it, fires it across the middle, incomplete. And a late flag flies. It'll be pass interference on the Redskins. And it's interesting because the near side official was the only one to throw a flag on the play. The center official even had an angle on the play and didn't throw a flag, so the near side official throws his flag and extends this Oilers drive for at least 4 more downs. Pretty big penalty against the Redskins. That'll push the ball all the way up to the Redskins 35. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 running back in the backfield. Kreitz, check down pass, hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. A tackle for loss on the play. Check down pass goes to Shepman. Kreitz had to dump it off because he was under so much pressure on that play. And the center official waves his flag on the play and signals for the clock to continue to run. That'll be 2nd and 11 now after a loss of 1 on the play. I formation for Kreitz. Handoff up the middle, breaks a tackle. Wrapped up and brought down short of the first down marker. Robinson on the carry, and a late hit will more than likely be unsportsmanlike conduct or unnecessary roughness on the Redskins. And you hate to see something like that, especially this late in the game. And the officiating crew conversing in the middle of the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct will go on the Redskins. That'll move the chains even further. And now the Oilers will get pretty deep into Redskin territory here. And the Redskins have got to have that discipline when the play is called dead to not extend the play any further and pick up those unwanted personal fouls. 5:41 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Ball on the Redskins 14. Oilers looking to keep this game alive. Central Plains in the I formation. Kreitz under center. Pitches it to the outside. Stroud on the ball. All the way through the offensive line and into the goal line. Touchdown, Central Plains. The Oilers live to fight a little bit longer. Central Plains trailing now by 36 after that score. A Redskin being helped off the field after that play. It looked like number 34, Kelby Rice. The two-point try is no good for the Oilers. And the score will remain at 68-32 with 5:34 left to play in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week concludes next. We welcome you back to Claflin, Kansas. Central Plains living to fight just a little bit longer here in this one. Pooch kick is scooped up and brought down by the Redskins. That one is recovered by number 5, Logan Schubert on the play. 5:34 left to play. They'll take over on their own 25-yard line. First and 10. I formation for the Redskins. Handoff from Conan. Right up the gut and brought down. Richard Hayes on the carry. Excuse me, Easton Woolheltz on the carry. The 155-pound sophomore picks up about 6 yards on the play, brings up second down.
Gain of 6, second and 4.
Second and 4 for the Redskins. They line up in the same formation. 4:48 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Conan handing it off to Woolheltz. Woolheltz jumping up, breaking a tackle, and picking up the first down.
Picks up enough yardage for a Redskin first down.
Stroud makes the tackle for the Oilers. And with enough yardage for the first down, the Redskins now sit with the ball on their own 39-yard line. And it looks like the Redskins will take a timeout. It looks like that they've got their second line out on the field. So it looks like they've brought in their reserves to pick up some time, and Little River showing off the future of their program. Don't go anywhere. The remainder of the fourth quarter next on Tiger Media Network's Area Game of the Week. me back to Claflin, Kansas. The reserves on the field for the Redskins. Look taking the snap. Keeper up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. Redskins looking to run this one out.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
That'll bring up 2nd and 7 now for Little River. Ball past midfield, right on the Oilers 38. Look under center. Running back right behind him in the backfield. Handoff, Woolheltz. Woolheltz breaking a tackle, dragging Oilers with him. Picks up a first down and then some.
Brought down by Looney.
Easton Woolheltz, the 155-pound sophomore, so far in the second half has really been one to keep an eye on. He will certainly carry the torch for this Redskins team in the years to come. Nash Look, the sophomore quarterback, lining up under center. Two receivers to the far side. Handoff goes to Woolheltz. Woolheltz pulling Oilers down the field with him. Woolheltz, such a physical runner. Picks up a nice gain of about 8 or 9 yards on the play.
2nd and a long 2.
Woolheltz only weighing in 155 pounds. You've got to think he is just pure muscle, being able to drag players along the field with him. 2nd and 2. High formation for the Redskins. Look under center. Handoff. Up the middle, wrapped up and brought down after picking up the first down. Duncan Olander, the sophomore, on the carry.
Brought down by Rogers and others. Picks up enough yardage for a Redskin first down.
Fresh set of downs for the Redskins. Ball on the Oilers 12. Handoff up the middle with force is Duncan Olander on the carry. That time, Cade Feldman under center, taking the snap at quarterback for the Redskins.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 for the Redskins. They trudge their way down the field. 1:20 left in play here in the fourth quarter. They line up in victory formation. They take a knee, and the clock dips under 1 minute, and they will kneel this one out for the win. Final score comes down to be 68-32 in favor of the Little River Redskins, and what a dominant performance from them here in this one. They truly, from start to finish, really just carried the momentum, it seemed like, and it was really all from that first turnover that really kind of shifted the tide. It seemed like they didn't look back afterwards.
We welcome you into the booth. I'm Eli Blankenship here on behalf of Tiger Media Network for TMN's Area Game of the Week. It was a fun one. We had lots of scores. There was plenty of scoring here in this one. Exactly 100 points scored in this one between both of these teams. Our highest scoring Area Game of the Week so far this season. So it was fun to get a call. All sorts of touchdowns. You can hear my voice is slowly beginning to kind of waver here at the very final moments of this one. We'll have post-game interviews with Little River and their key players and coaching staff, so be sure to stick around and keep an eye on the Tiger Media Network YouTube channel for those post-game interviews that'll be uploaded later tonight.
Take on
On behalf of my crew, I'm Eli Blankenship saying so long and good night from Claflin, Kansas.
Wow.